What's up, family? This is Caleb here with Stennis Factor Academy, and I'm here to help you out, man. I'm here to get you right because I can tell you right now, one of the reasons why you're not signed is because you're slow as hell. Your feet is in your shoulders because you're slugging around the field, but it's all right, though. I'm going to get you right today. I'm going to get you right, all right? Pay attention. Now, I can give you some game today, but I can't give you all the game. I can't give you all the game. All right. So pay attention. Now, one of my favorite drills to get faster is called the hyenas. All right. It's called the hyenas, or the technical term form would be 60-meter sprints or 8 to 11-second sprints with about 50 to 60 seconds rest on a curved treadmill. Right now, the reason why I call these the hyenas is because if you go and look at the hyena can hold 30 running 37 miles an hour, chasing its prey for hours on end. It can hold 37 miles an hour for miles at a time, right? Long outlasting its prey's ability to run away from them, right? That's what I'm trying to do for you, right? One of the things that made Jerry Rice great was that even though he only clocked a 4.6, he could hold that 4.6 for the whole game, 4 quarters, right? And he could hold it every sprint after long route, after deep route, after long route, right? And these guys who could only hold a 4.4 for 3 seconds, he was holding his 4.6 for 5, 6, 7 seconds down the field. Right. And so that's what I'm trying to do for you right here. These hyenas, not only will they help you get faster, but they'll help you stay fast for a long time. Right. Because you don't want to be getting tracked down from behind. You don't want to be breaking long touchdowns. And then all of a sudden you get tracked down 40 yards down the field. Right. Because you just didn't have breakaway speed. Because guess what? After about 2, 3 seconds of you running with that ball, you got tired. Right. I started doing these actually in 2015, and I kept doing them throughout my professional football career and even throughout my college career, because I noticed the first season that I did it, I broke a 70-yard touchdown. I jogged back. I really wasn't tired. Jogged back, got the ball again. The next play, broke another 60-yard touchdown, to where it was like, okay, like I'm in great shape. I'm in phenomenal shape. They're not catching me when I'm breaking these long runs. I'm not getting tired, and I'm able to maintain that speed all the way through. If you go through and look at tape from guys like Devin Hester, if you go look at tape from a guy like Devin Hester, you'll see even in his tape towards the end of his runs, it looked like he's still accelerating. It's like he's not slowing down where his competition is slowing down. And that's the benefit of doing these 60-meter sprints, or 60-meter or 8 to 11-second sprints, right? It will make you not only faster, but faster for a long time, because your muscles will be conditioned in something called alactic capacity. Now, without giving you too much science, right? There's something called energy systems. All right. There's something called energy systems, right? Where in football in particular, if we look at the average length of every play, it lasts somewhere roughly between 5 and 8 seconds, right? A 10-second play is a long play. I mean, stuff is going on, people running around the field, people reversing field. I mean, most plays are between 5 and 7 to 8 seconds, right? That means at you need to be running or doing whatever it is that you're doing at full speed, or you need to be training to sprint and perform sprinting activities at full speed in that time frame. That's how you get in the best shape for football. Now it's crazy because I actually met with the Minnesota Vikings strength coach a few years back. I think this was in 20 I think it was in spring of 2017. I met with him because he used to or the Vikings used to host training camp at my one of the colleges I played ball at, Minnesota State Mankato. And so I would have the opportunity to go and talk to him and potentially talk to players and stuff. And so I sat down and I was talking to him about some of the conditioning methodologies that I used, or what would be the best thing. And one of the things that he was saying was sprinting for short, fast bursts, right? And that 8 to 10 second range is a great combination of speed without getting into endurance. Now, the other thing too is you're going to realize also that when you're playing ball, um, you're not using much oxygen. You're really not using much oxygen in that time frame. That's why I said that's why I brought up energy systems, because in that anywhere basically from five to 15 seconds or so, in highly trained individuals it'll be up to 15 seconds, but let's just say 5 to 8, maybe 10 seconds. Your body is not really utilizing oxygen to fuel itself, right? Now, when you start feeling your muscles burning and all that stuff, that's lactic capacity. That's when you run in 200s. That's when you running for 20 seconds at a time, 18, 20 seconds at a time, 15 seconds at a time. That's when you running, 15 seconds plus, right? When your muscles is burning like that. And because byproducts are accumulating in the muscles, but not saying they won't accumulate in the 60-meter sprints, but they will be less likely, right? Less likely. Now, like I said before, you need to be doing this because it will not only make you fast uh, for a little while, it'll make you fast over a long period of time, right? Now, I guarantee you that if you start incorporating this into your routine, with whatever else that you're doing, you'll be faster. Now, I had a friend that I had running like this, and as football players, we're taught gassers and running 110s, which is far outdated, and there's really no science backing that at all. It's just meathead stuff, right? And so, I had a friend who I put onto these, who he was running 110s, but I told him, I said, bro, first of all, you're not sprinting 110s back to back. And even if they weren't back to back, even if they were, 60 seconds rest in between, you're still not sprinting 110s, right? So in other words, you basically training to be a fast jogger running that distance, because you're not going to be able to maintain a dead sprint at that distance, right? Now, the great news about a 60 is the perfect balance, right? To where you can maintain that dead sprint, you get in that top end speed, and then you hold it, and just right when you start dropping off, the sprint is over, right? That's why it's the 60-meter dash. It's a dash, right? That's now studies show that Olympic sprinters in their dry phase, when they're accelerating the most, when they're building the most speed, they can extend that process to about 30 to 40 meters. That's why they say keep your head down. That's the dry phase, right? Where they're accelerating and building speed anywhere, and they raise up anywhere from about 30 to 40 meters. Now, by the time they raise up at that 30 to 40 meters, right after that, they're just holding top end speed till they get to the 60, right? Well, now we can incorporate some of that same training that Olympic sprinters use in what we do. Now you taking off. Now you scoring touchdowns. Now you going deep. You beating guys 60, 70 yards deep for long balls. You breaking 60-yard runs, and you not getting tracked down. You not having to throw as many stiff arms, or you tracking a guy down from across the field who thought he was finna run, who thought he was finna break a long run, but he wasn't in shape like you were, right? So like I said, man, uh, incorporate these hyenas in what you do. If you like this video, if you feel like this helped you, Please share this far and wide. Like, subscribe to this channel. Turn on the little notification bells and be watching out for more videos, more tips and tricks. Because, like I said before, my mission is to help you get signed and go as far as you can go, whether that be arena, whether that be international, whether that be one of the bigger leagues, right? Some people just not getting signed because it's just one thing away that they're missing, right? And I just want you to go as far as you can and hopefully go farther than me. All right, man. Until next time, like I said, like, subscribe, share, and we'll talk soon.